Hello, everyone. Hey, Bonnie. Thanks. Bonnie, what'd you think about the trial film? That was hilarious, wasn't it? Yeah, Rectal Bisque did a really good job on that. I would probably, if when the stream goes a little bit, I'll probably put it up in the corner and play it. Yeah, so the trial itself was improv, but then Rectal went off and filmed these like little skits and like reactions to what's going on. So the whole like Klaus like talking about the dildo that he saw in the sex shop. I've only seen like the first seasons of Stranger Things and then the second part of the second season. Here. Hello. So she's got to carry like a whole bunch of like trophies. So I'm kind of having a walk cycle that's like really like exaggerated, like there's a lot of weight. See how well it goes. That's what she's doing. So how's everybody doing this fine day? Do I get your draw panic buy your groceries? Like the wild, emotional driven animal humanity has basically become. Does anyone survive? Yeah, about like 97% of the people survive coronavirus if they get it. And the 3% that are dying are like older people or people with like compromised immune systems. It's causing a mass hysteria because it's new. Oh shit. Won't need. That's the tiny one. There we go. I want to put up that court case trial on the side of the screen so y'all can see it. Me and my friends, we filmed a mock court case, and then my other friend, Rectal Bisque, edited the shit out of it and filmed some other stuff. It's hilarious.
If you shop on Amazon...
Writing's not that.
Oops.
If you shop on Amazon...
Let's see if I can, Oh, there we go. Okay. How do I do this? Then properties. Can I crop it? Let's delete this. Move. Okay, yeah, remove that. Okay, let's do media source. Oh, no. Oh. Well, that's not working. Well, no. What do I do? Browser. I forget. I can't figure out OBS. Wait. It's bugging me that I can't figure this out. Oh, display capture. Oh, display capture. Okay. Yeah, I can get this. Okay. Display capture. Whoa. Then we go. Filters. Add crop. Oh wait, I can do that at the window, can I? Okay, cool. And then we're gonna oh. Okay, cool. It's not exact science, folks. That's too much. That's perfect. Okay. Yeah. Cool. All right, we're gonna watch this thing that I helped film that my friend made. It's freaking hysterical. Basically, I've been put on trial. I was put on trial, and this is the result.
ATV, suspect sighted.
Roger, Chief.
Lock him up! 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 Lock him up!
Is he a furry, or isn't he? That is the question. Pikapetey, a once respected and loved creator of art, animation, and pure, unfiltered, heavily sponsored internet joy. Now a pariah, a filthy, dirty, degenerate monster, who may or may not be innocent.
He's definitely guilty!
We agree!
We here at BBC are proud to bring you unbiased and, might I add, fair reporting.
So
God save the Queen.
the trial bits are improv. And
All rise, the Honorable Judge Mystic Wolf presiding.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is court case 016969. Defendant Pikapetey, aka Petey. You have been charged with being a furry in the first degree. Defense, how does the defendant plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Prosecution, you have an opening statement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I stand here before you with the Shiba case of the century to prove, without a doubt, that Mr. Petey is indeed a furry in the first, second, third, maybe sixth, possibly seventh degree. That is all, Your Honor. The prosecution rests.
Defense, your opening statement?
Ladies and gentlemen, my client is an animator. The prosecution has no claim to accuse an honest, a good animator who just wants to see others laugh to be considered a furry, whatever that may entail. He is just an artiste on his way to glory, and these allegations are harming his career and must be put to rest.
Who wants to play dodgeball? Please!
And now a word from our sponsor.
Aren't you hungry? Aren't you hungry? Aren't you hungry for furry?
This 5-minute recess is done. Court is back in session. Prosecution, we're going to begin with Exhibit A.
Your Honor, I'd like to address the jury on the basis of this evidence.
You may proceed.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, what you see before you on the evidence screens is clearly three Vive full-body tracking systems. We all know what Vive full-body tracking systems do. Let you do this. Oh, ow. Ignore that. Let you move around.
That's very compelling evidence.
What use would an individual need such robust and expensive tracking systems for, if not to do furry degeneracy things? The prosecution rests.
Defense, do you have a counter?
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, as stated before, my client is an animator. And if you look at any of the great animators of the past, what do? They study. I submit to you that my client used the full body trackers to study how the body works, to look in the mirror in this wonderful world that we have here, and see and draw and create from study. He is an animator of the finest caliber, so he needs the finest equipment. That is all.
It's not vibe tracking. It's motion capture technology.
Well, we had a week to discuss this, Jesse.
Well, I mean, I was busy.
Point, you are free to call your client out to the floor and demonstrate.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
Petey.
Ha! Look at that!
Petey.
Motion capture!
Petey.
Whoa!
Petey.
Yeah!
Petey.
What?
Petey. Sit the fuck down and wait for the bark lift to come and swear you in.
Why am I swearing him in if he's just coming up to demonstrate? He's not saying anything.
Because I said so.
Oh, raise your right paw and swear to me that you will tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
All right.
Mr. Petey.
Your Honor, can I give a demonstration of the use of motion capture technology?
You may proceed.
Ha! Yes, the language of my people. Look at my motion capture technology. Woohoo! Yeah! That would take a week to animate
Beautiful.
that.
You should be applauding this man. That was beautiful.
Your Honor, I believe the defendant to be a demon.
Shut up, it's not your turn yet.
Well, I say bravo to you, Mr. Petey, and I would like to thank you for gracing us with your talents right here. And I believe that you have proven that the trackers are a very useful animation tool that have nothing to do with the charges at hand. The defense rests.
And now, a word from our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. #1 rated MMORPG, RPG, PvP, PvE, PvPvP game in the world. 100% not a shitty game. That's why I totally have it on my phone. I'm playing it right now. What's going on? Where am I?
Prosecution, do you wish to cross-examine?
No, Your Honor. The prosecution has no further questions.
Evidence Exhibit B.
This is a year 1994 Bordeaux. Very fancy wine, very expensive wine, brewed only twice a year in the foothills of Borjekistan. Where could one potentially find such connections to obtain an expensive bottle of wine? Why? Through furries. Because furries are a blight and they're everywhere. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call a witness. Hawthorne, would you kindly come up to the stand, please?
I'm a little short. Pardon me.
I believe this man is paralyzed. I will swear him in to the best of my ability.
I would like everybody in the courtroom to appreciate for a fact that this is what butts are for.
All right.
We're gonna watch that book afterwards, right? I have to swear in again. I don't want to touch the book after his tail's been on it.
You swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth. So help you Tiamat.
I do.
Your Honor, permission to approach the stand?
What do you need my permission for? It's your witness.
I noticed you were able to immediately discern the bottle of wine and correctly identify the year. Have you yourself been to Bordekistan, or are you yourself a Bordekistani?
I have relatives in Bordekistan.
Aunts, uncles, fathers, brothers, sisters, former lovers?
All of the above and more. Each one of them is a furry.
Uh-huh. The prosecution has no further questions.
Have you been to Bordekistan or know anything about Bordekistani culture?
Wow.
Objection, Your Honor. The defense has not enough personal knowledge of the subject matter to be questioning the witness in this way.
How do you know that?
He's like my best friend.
Overruled. Shut up! What? You're embarrassing me! I love you, but you're going fucking down.
What's up, gamer?
Counsel! Yoo-hoo!
I'm losing tracking.
Approach the bench, goddammit.
You dingus. I was losing tracking. You wouldn't know about that, desktop.
If you remember it at this point, what was the point you were trying to make?
My client is an avid sake drinker. He enjoys the hajime mashite, the moshi moshi, and of course, the daijobu desu ka?
What?
Whatever the fuck you just said. Prosecution approach the bench. Where was this evidence obtained?
By you.
Whenever I was in Vegas, I went to this huge ass sex shop. That was the first time I ever seen a silicone fist.
The prosecution has no further witnesses, Your Honor.
This thing had to be like... It looked like a baby's head.
Is this the sun?
It looks like an anal bead.
Wait a minute. What would you do with one anal bead?
The evidence docket does list this exhibit as a single anal bead.
Oh, goodness.
Good luck.
Shit. I was never in debate club. Your Honor, I would like to call a witness to the stand. You know what this is.
I wouldn't recognize it.
Are you
Why
sure?
you look at me like that? Yes.
What do you know about anal beads?
You put them up your butt.
Oh god, dear lord.
That's hot. What?
The bead.
That's
the
yeah.
anal bead.
It's in the name.
Very astute, Mr. Ox. You're a very smart dog. You know a lot of things about many things.
Prosecution, if you have a point, I'd recommend getting you to it quickly.
What reason would there be to have a single bead?
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Bad Dragon, when you need a 16-wheeler but can only take a Prius.
And now, back to the trial.
The rest of the beads were lost somewhere. Now, where would those beads get lost?
Would you please escort the defendant to the middle of the courtroom and perform a body cavity search?
Your Honor, may I have some gloves first?
There you go!
There we go. All right.
Have fun!
We interrupt this trial to bring you the following round table discussion.
How do you feel about this case with Pikapetey? Do you think he's a furry, or do you think it's all a sham?
Well, I think it's a pretty open and shut case. I mean, have you seen his bedroom?
I have seen his bedroom. Winky face. And you, Ozzy, how do you feel?
I feel he needs to be open to what he is. He's giving a bad example to all of his viewers.
Do you really want our kids to be exposed to this kind of furry culture.
Okay, it's very important for them to understand it, but at the same time, they
Basically,
gotta
my
claim
roast
protection
film.
against
It's
the bad
hilarious.
furries, right?
I love this roast film.
Very, very important.
Couldn't agree more.
Let's say,
Yes.
Yeah, let's do an example. You see this kind of furry.
Oh.
Oh shit.
See?
How do you feel about the furry culture?
I agree wholeheartedly with those.
And now we return to the trial. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe.
Talk normally.
Oh.
Yeah, make sure he's up in the
No,
stirrups.
reach up in there. Make sure there's none in there. Ooh.
I'm feeling a solid substance within the anal cavity.
Oh no.
Permission to go in?
Pull out!
Oh no.
You're expecting me to animate those beads, aren't you?
Your Honor, I recommend we get the defendant some acetaminophen or something.
Get him a cork.
Calling back.
Get over there.
Dollar Shave Club. You can shave your jiggly bits with Dollar Shave Club. That's right, once a month you can shave your jiggly bits for that one very special person.
One of those special people is my mom.
No, it certainly won't be flagged as for children. Do I have your consent to whoop your ass?
You absolutely do.
Why did I see all this?
Consider it life lessons, you young pup. Okay, moving on.
Mr. Rocks.
Yes,
was it? You run a fetish shop, do you not?
Yes.
I didn't hear that. What kind of shop?
I run a fetish shop.
Come see me later. Okay, carry on.
Why?
Barcliff, would you please bring the rest of the beads to the witness and see if he can identify them?
Out of context, this is more work for Rectal, I'll have you know. I don't know if he's approving of this.
Hey, it's an equal world. Do your job.
I go along with this, don't I?
Why does this thing so goddamn long?
Rox, do you recognize these paperweights that were left on the witness stand?
These are purchasable at wholesale. They could have been purchased off anywhere.
Fucking Amazon. Prosecution, do you have anything to add?
Your Honor, I would like to bring forth my most damning piece of evidence. A video deposition.
That's inadmissible due to biased influence, counsel.
But I brought it.
Aww, alright, I'll allow it.
Yes.
What do you think of the allegations that Petey might be a furry?
I'm too short for this desk. This fellow might be a bit of, how you say, in denial about his furry ways. We all know what's up.
Don't you believe in the concept of innocent until proven guilty?
Nah, that's all a hoax. Nobody really believes in that stuff. Well, I've seen him do a thing or two around. The collars kind of give it away, don't you think?
Well, you're wearing a collar.
I suppose I am.
That motherfucker. That dude was crazy, man. PD is one weird dude.
Don't you think he's innocent until proven guilty?
No.
Oh, God. I thought you were going to say he's a weeaboo. There's only one thing worse you can be from that, and that's a brony. And they're dead.
What do you think?
Dude, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, all right. It would take one to know one, right?
Oh, I know one, all right. I've seen him around the club a time or two.
I always knew that guy was a weirdo. He'd be running around wearing things and pins and tails all over his shirt. I'm too short for this grill.
I know a furry when I see one. PD made these. Only a furry would put this many details into these things. I mean, look at my paws. Look at my paws. See the details in the fur here?
What do you think should happen to him?
String him up. Make a joke out of him.
After he bought his third fursuit, I thought something was wrong.
I had to assume myself that he might have been a furry, but I didn't know until today.
I always had my suspicions about that boy. Something ain't right.
He fooled us! He fooled you! He fooled I! Are we going to settle for this? I think not. I ask brothers and sisters to rise up against him!
What kind of punishment should he get? Really? Do you think Petey's guilty? You think he's really a furry?
Absolutely. It's probably a weeaboo as well.
What you're watching, this is basically, it's premiered today. It's basically my roast film. It's hilarious.
I'm too short for everything!
I've only seen him really in the Shiba King videos, but it's like, there's different people who have different opinions, you know? Like, some people think he's amazing and really kind, and then others are just like, oh, but he's a furry.
Yeah.
I hear that he does some pretty toxic LULZ. It's bad.
People are talking about some pretty severe punishments for him. You think he deserves it?
Well, I mean, not really. I mean, well, it depends. I don't really know what's going on.
He's guilty, I tell you! He's guilty! He's gonna get us all! He's gonna kill us! That man is a straight furry. Like, throw him into furry hell, very far away from me.
He dresses up as a dog most of the time. I heard he's got a freaking fursuit for crying out loud.
But that doesn't prove anything. That could just be a hobby.
Look, it's very dangerous. If I don't watch my step, I might...
Thank you.
Oh yeah, you know, they get a jury of your peers in there, and they really know what they're talking about, because they all get, like, briefed in, and, you know, so, I mean, if they say he's a furry, then he's probably a furry.
I didn't want to look. I was so scared that I was shaking in my jammies. I almost
Where are
thought
the
I had
short
to pee
jokes?
myself. He was
This
wearing an adult
this side
diaper
tangent
over
is
his
one
body,
long joke.
surrounded by other furries who also
It-
had
it
diapers.
pays off
and I
because
think
it's
they
so
were
long.
used. There was a little poo-poo stain on the back. It was brown with a little bit of green. It was splotchy. It kind of looked like a chicken nugget. It was the shape of a chicken nugget from McDonald's. I didn't want to be a part of their cult.
Miss Mofuka, are you okay? Oh, goodness. Oh, my dog.
Hello.
Can I ask you a question? Did you hear Petey got arrested?
He's been arrested? Well, I'm hope he's got enough sleep.
They arrested him for being a degenerate furry.
A degenerate?
Not janitor. Degenerate. A bad person.
Oh, bad person. I don't like bad people. They make me uncomfortable. He's making me distracted. Oh, hi, Mr. Camera. Hello. Nice to see you again.
Well, Petey's in jail now.
I go to jail every time I have to take the poo-poos. Yeah, you know, you go to the jails and put the poo-poos out of your butt and the pee-pees, and I think that's what it's called. I don't know. I don't remember. Hurts my head. I haven't slept in 3 days. I still don't know what a grocery is. It's a big word. He's a meanie. Be nice. Hey, I saw a dragon.
So you guys think Petey's a furry or not?
Yeah.
Yes.
While researching this story, our man on the street, Rector Bisk, went deep undercover, searching for the source of Petey's anthropomorphic infection, aka Patient Zero. He disappeared after 3 days and has not been seen since. Not long after, his footage was discovered in an alley behind a Del Taco, in the heart of the furry district. Here for you now is the uncensored, unedited footage, and we warn you, some of this footage may be disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
So,
It uses pickle
Chick-fil-A,
juice.
it does use pickle juice, and that's why I think it's better. You see, Popeyes doesn't soak their chicken patties in pickle juice.
And at that conclusion, that's why I believe Chick-fil-A does have the best chicken patty.
I kind of think Chick-fil-A is pretty trashy.
Hello? Hi. I'm looking for the Wuminati, the secret furry society.
What the fuck did you
Video
just say?
playing up there is all
I
filmed
just
in
wanted to
VR
ask you
chat,
questions about
and it's
Pikapetey.
it's basically I've been
I
put
know
on
who
trial.
Pikapetey is,
I'm
but what the
animating
fuck
something
about
else
him?
over here.
I heard a rumor that he was a member here.
Used to be a member? Here? Yeah, right.
I was told he was part of your group.
Well, what you heard is wrong. I suggest you take your fucking business elsewhere.
Brace yourself, fat one. You are going to be sacrificed. The bacon. Oh, the material! I will be great! Although I'm already great. And bacon!
That's me with the target.
Hello? Hello, excuse me? Hi, are you guys the Illuminati?
You are not welcome here, non-believer.
I just have a few questions I wanted to ask.
Be gone, thoughts.
That was overly long and completely unnecessary. Love the production value, though. Let's move on.
Your Honor. What? I would like the record to show that Rox is a cutie patootie.
Overruled. Everybody already knows it anyway. You can step down, Rox.
The witness isn't wearing pants.
Neither are you!
None of us are wearing pants.
Approach the bench. Oh no, I'm in trouble now. Yes, Dad.
This
I
is
mean,
why
you're
I
out
wanted
of my paper back. I got a paper cut.
Make sure to sanitize that after what happened here today.
I'm gonna get the gout.
You get gout from eating meat and drinking too much. My God.
Your Honor. Order.
I'd like a number 2.
Oh man.
Good God.
One
Do you
more
have
serious
any
question.
further-
What happened to the money? The money. You had money up there at the beginning. Did somebody settle with the evidence? Did you do that?
I think the judge is being bribed.
I know that this is a high-profile trial. Everybody's excited to find out the verdict and whether or not Petey's freaking furry or not, even though we may already know the freaking answer. But we need to maintain some sort of civility around here, okay? So I want everybody to be on their best behavior, or at least make an honest effort to be on your best freaking behavior, so that we can get through this before I get old enough to need some actual therapy.
Your Honor, here's our Roomba. It found something. Bring it to the judge.
What happened to that Roomba that went back there? What has been submitted to you is a very low-resolution, poorly taken photo of my client's keytar.
Objection, Your Honor. The defense is claiming that this is a low-resolution image of a keytar, but anyone with eyes can tell that this is just a comb.
Objection! The person who goes first can establish the evidence.
You should have gone first, dear boy.
That is libel, and I'm gonna kick your ass after this trial.
Come bring it!
The sexual tension is really, really palpable.
Y'all's got anal beads.
Just shut up so the defense can continue what he's trying to say.
Did you get a perm?
What?
Did you get a perm?
There. So, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by an unqualified deer. This is a keytar that my client uses for the backing soundtracks of his wonderful animation. Anybody, any musician can use such a thing if they want to play the piano, but they also want to rock at the same time. Completely understandable. And in fact, my client is very good at the keytar, and he might have to demonstrate that.
If you like it, then you should have put a leash on it. If you like it, then you should have put a leash on it. Don't be mad once you see that they want it. Cause if you like it, then you should have put a leash on it.
The defense rests.
Prosecution, you got anything?
I mean, Your Honor, it's a comb.
Are your antlers screwed in too tight?
Hey!
How are you doing that? Are you sitting on the floor?
Your Honor, I think I just heard mutterings from the jury. Would the member of the jury that just spoke like to come to the stand?
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
You may proceed.
Mr. Klaus,
Mr. Judge, I'm also Klaus.
Oh shit! It's a doppelganger.
Howdy, y'all. I'm Klaus.
Barcliff, secure the defendant.
What is this
Come on,
tomfoolery?
Mr. Petey.
Your Honor.
I'm Klaus. Woo! I work with
Your Honor,
electricity. I know keytars. This is the finest keytar ever.
Your Honor, I would like
Your
to go
Honor,
back
the
to my
defendant
prior
is
evidence
resisting-
that the defendant is a demon. He's obviously a changeling. What was the name of this item?
It is a premium rosewood dog brush.
How is it exactly that you can name this item just by its image?
That's easy. You know, you gotta maintain a nice little coif, a nice chic fur and everything.
Mr. Klaus, do I have permission to touch?
You may.
All right, on the table, boyo.
Oh, sweetest of beans.
Here's the brush as requested.
Mr. Klaus, if you would please get on your back.
Klaus gets asked this a lot.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Oh, goodness.
Oh, look at that leg. Look at that leg. He's shaking that leg.
Objection!
Your Honor, clearly this is my perfect shape and size for a keytar. You pluck it like a liar. It fits my size.
The court's gonna have to rule that this piece of evidence is inadmissible because it's obviously multi-purpose.
You are lucky it's not illegal to be a demon.
Is the witness available for dinner sometime?
Hey, Your Honor, objection to the defense's claims. I already called dibs. You can't break dibs, defense.
You know what? Y'all can fucking menage a trois all you want to as soon as I dismiss this case. Until then, y'all sit the fuck down and let's get this thing over with. That's why I'm the judge, bitch. Prosecution, do you want to go first?
He should probably go first, otherwise he's going to cry and say that we don't know what we're talking about again.
Hey, listen. I'm a man in touch with my emotions.
Taking a drink right now, it's funny.
This is what venison does before you prepare it. This is natural.
Your Honor, I feel personally attacked right now, and not to give the defense any credit, but I might actually cry. The defense needs a moment to think.
You need a hug.
You're the one that's shitting on me.
No.
She hasn't
But
washed
no.
her hands yet.
Hey, no, don't touch me. No.
Let's continue.
Are you emotionally stable to do this?
Well, let's see you go, big man. You're the one that takes charge of things.
I was literally hired 5 minutes ago, alright?
Your Honor, just because you're right doesn't give you a right to be right, alright?
This is clearly an art book, a portfolio. And I believe that this portfolio here was in Petey's very own possession. This is Petey's art book. In the sketchbook, there's a lot of pony art.
Oh, good God.
So what is inside your art book?
Well, there is a lot of anatomy drawings because you have to understand how to
And now, a word from our sponsor. Motherfucker, who the fuck is Dick Motherfucker?
the inner workings and biomechanical structure of something if you're going to animate it.
Go shake Snope up awake.
I made that kid, and that kid is not...
This, ladies and gentlemen, is why it's so much fun having kids.
That's the quality content we've been looking for.
They hurt our children, they burnt our houses down, they got diseases, they murdered at least 15,000 people in cold blood.
Hey, Plankish, are you okay from your headshot wound?
Yeah, it cost me about $50,000 in hospital bills, but yeah, I'm fine.
Do you want another one?
No, good.
No. Thank you.
Ravioli, give me the recipe. I don't remember the fuck.
There's no coffee in my fucking... Wait, hold on. Wait, what's going on? Where am I?
Why do you have a picture of my wife? It's the furries to blame for the coronavirus because pets are connected to it.
And now, back to the trial.
We're not going to have any ridiculous shenanigans going on in my courtroom during this trial. This is a serious matter, and we're going to keep it that... Okay. Who was it? Was that... Oh, Jesus. Fuck. Somebody get the goddamn bailiff and ventilate this goddamn thing before I lose my fucking sense of smell.
You could draw, animate, create anything you want, correct?
Oh, yes.
Could you, if we needed to, have you draw somebody sticky?
This is getting actually completely out of hand, so, or out of law. Excuse me. All right, you know what? That's it. Who was it? Was it you? You? Yeah, I bet it was you. I could see right through you, dude.
For the views!
Your closing arguments?
My closing arguments, yes, very much so.
Oh, jeez.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury and Honorable Mystic Wolf, none of the evidence here has proven beyond a reasonable doubt, which the burden of proof lies with the prosecution. None of the evidence put down here today has proven that my client is a furry. In fact, the prosecution looks desperate, hiring a criminal out of the crowd just to try to get by, manipulating evidence in the end to try to
I
make
believe that
some
is the third strike of ableism in this court.
Will you
That is third
please
strike of
let me
ableism.
speak, Dragon? I know the lips are the only thing that
Hey.
move on you, but it is my turn to talk.
He has equal right to speak.
Please continue.
Quit being racist.
All right, goddammit. Which one of you sons of bitches was it?
Why the fuck am I a furry?
It's been
okay.
uploaded on Rectal Biscuits channel.
This is absolutely putrid. I hate this.
Fuck you.
God damn it.
It's fucking disgusting here.
Order in the goddamn court. We're not having any flatulence objections in my fucking courtroom.
Come on, man. You're in the fucking courtroom.
What did you do?
This is fucking nasty.
Look, I'm not mad, just disappointed.
Have you prayed
Don't
to the
talk about
one
Shiva
true
Clubs.
dog today?
You fucking piece of shit.
Die like the knave you are.
All right, goddammit. You stop talking, you stop farting, and you stop fucking licking yourself. Prosecution, your closing arguments.
Our closing argument is that I feel as though that the defenses actually have yet to given a strong defense as to if Pikapetey is or is not a furry. Coming into this courtroom, I noticed that.
You only need to disprove the
burden
evidence.
of proof actually still lies on you when we provide a counter argument, and of course you have yet to do such.
How many of you vote guilty? Barcliff, can you take a count?
That would be 10, Your Honor.
Show of paws and hands for not guilty.
I think it is just 3, Your Honor.
Petey, approach the stand. Petey, on this day, the whatever day of December it is, at whatever time of night it is, you have been found guilty by a jury of your peers of being a furry in the first degree. No! Your sentence...
Stop resisting.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Stop. Hold him down. He got his legs.
No! No, I swear, I'm not a furry. What are you doing? What? No. Oh God, no! No! Please God! No! Please! I beg of you! Reconsider! This is a mistrial, right?
Yiff in hell, furry trash.
I'm not a furry. I'm not. I'm not a furry.
Everybody's been saying that you're up to no good. Everyone has been telling me that you got me hood. You're playing it big time. You're feeding me lies. Everyone has been bugging me to sever the ties. But I would never, ever would have believed them. No reason. Sometimes the truth is hard to see. But now the never, ever seemed to be over. I saw her, so I'm happy I got freed.
Rectal Bisque did a lot of work on that. He deserves all the praise. Like, that was amazing. Filmed all of it in VR chat.
Lucky, I won't let the door hit when I leave. Should've known by your rap sheet that you weren't nice. But now I am telling you, I'm going to smile. But I would
Yeah, go subscribe to this channel.
would've believed them, no reason. Sometimes the truth is hard to see. But now the never, ever seemed to be over. I saw her, so I'm happy I got freed. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. I won, got it done. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky. I won't let the door hit when I leave. I guess that I was born beneath a very lucky star. And in a week or two, I won't remember who you are. Man down, he ran out of luck, and now it's my time. Ain't no looking back, I'm on the right track. Here she goes.
Okay.
Lucky, lucky, lucky.
I see someone.
Face Mystic.
How's it going?
Can someone please kick happiness for not being
Fuck.
Don't look at me, I can't do that.
So, yeah, so I think the best part about this video, and I think we struck on a formula, we basically get in VR chat and we just have fun with it, and we just like improv and we do shit like that, and we just like have fun. The structure of a courtroom is always kind of fun. It's nice and structured, like that. But then Rectal Bisque, he'll go off and he'll film like insert segments that are like reactionaries or something like that, like stuff that to pad it or to make it more interesting than just straight up improv. The other ones we've done are stuff like this. It's more like, that's the first like film thing we've done. Yeah, here's the playlist. The Shiba King complete series. Let's do the Shiba shorts.
Writing's not that easy, but Grammarly can help.
Ew,
This sentence
ads.
is grammatically.
You grab the camera and run it with your hand.
Works pretty good.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rip it, grip it, fucking send it, bitches.
Hi, how's it going, Rexel?
I didn't recognize you. I didn't recognize
yeah?
you. That your slutty little
I'll talk to
thingy.
him whenever he's not recording.
You guys do like the bump and all that, you know?
Oh, yeah. Look, 2 paws up.
Okay.
There you go. There you go. Here we go. Awesome. Yeah.
Do I have a cool tail like yours?
Hell yeah, you got an awesome tail. Come on from around the back, midnight. From around the back.
And midnight.
There we go. All right.
This is
so awesome.
Bisque.
Yeah.
It's
Don't listen to his shit. It's Bisque. Shut up, Biscuit. You're
No, it's
Biscuit. He's
Biscuit.
Bisque.
It's West
No, fuck you.
Biscuit.
He's Bisque.
I can't read. I'm from Alabama. No, you don't know that. You don't know his real name.
So how come we're being filmed?
Are you afraid people might recognize you? Is that it?
So can I jump up there?
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You got it. You got it.
Feeding the fishes.
Oh! Oh, he is pooping burgers! Dang!
And now on the poop deck.
So what would happen if I committed suicide and just went straight over?
There's only one way to find out. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's jump. Let's
Oh,
jump
dude, I have no idea with facial structures either. I struggle all the time.
Okay. All right. Oh shit!
You promised to behave.
I can't behave. I'm kind of stupid. I'm sorry.
Come back to us. Come back to us, Biscuit.
I just wish I knew. I just wish I knew my real dad. I think he's my dad. I don't know. He might be. I don't know. My mom was just going around and doing things to people, and I was like, oh my god.
The army have given this man a gun.
This
Triangle.
This is such a bright
I can't
world.
wait.
Bye.
You've never done this before, have you?
No.
Would you like to come down to the 100-acre wood?
Oh my gosh, he even talks like he's so sexy.
She thinks my honey pot is sexy.
I've always had a thing for poo. That just sounded wrong.
Oh no. Turn around. Turn around.
Oh my gosh!
I need to rub my teeth. I need to rub my teeth, please. Oh. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
He could truly get a job in animation. He's got the perfect voice for this.
Why do you think I film him so much?
There's no laugh like that.
Me and my dad are the only people that have this fucking laugh I've ever heard. I get it from that motherfucker, and he's a cocksucker. I'll be back. I'm gonna go and put nicotine inside of myself in different areas inside of my body.
Now this is what happens when he does this. He puts his headset down, and then his avatar gets all wonky like that. And then
that's hysterical.
And it tends to it tends to wander. Look at it go! Look at it go!
Oh, that's.
Look at him!
You gotta be kidding me!
Look at it go!
Thank you for letting me be part of your world tonight.
Thanks for meeting us. It was a pleasure to meet you. And again, oh, there she goes. Oh my gosh, she's having a seizure.
So what's also really cool about VR and having social VR, everyone's running around and worrying about the coronavirus and being trapped within their home. And anybody who has VR and is like used to being in social VR, we're just like, yeah, dude, whatever. Being trapped in my home, that's cool. I'll just hang out with my friends in VR. Okay, yeah. Drawing her legs her feet way too big.
Archery!
Oh, that's cool.
お前を撃ってやる。
Sorry.
How do you say cute bean in Japanese?
Cute bean? ああ、かわいい豆。かわいい豆。
かわいい豆。
かわいい豆。
How do you say in Japanese, Shalefoot is the cutest Shiba?
あシェアフードは芝の中で一番かわいい。
Alright, Nova. Nova's pointing at the
So
side.
cute. So cute.
I want all the money in the bag.
Sorry, I keep missing. I'm not a skilled archer.
We have a female Shiba in distress.
We're the White Knight Shibas.
That's right.
Although, damsel in distress. Yeah, the White Knight Shibas.
Shale, you alright?
Dude, hold on, I got something.
Uh-oh.
What is happening?
She does
I'm not
that when she
entirely too
gets alarmed.
That's me, courage.
Do you use all
oh.
you do the screen?
Please tell me you know it.
Oh my god.
Holy crap.
Uh-oh. So loud.
Broke her again.
Look at me. Look, stop breathing. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Woosah. Woosah. Ooh, you're not woosahing. You're just
Fucking vet.
look, no, not the ground. No, you have to look up. Open your lungs.
Don't die on us.
There you go, better. You're slowly. Woosah.
Something might have a perfectly cut screen compilation.
Like my craft is scary.
Yeah,
You making a new fort, Clay?
I don't have any extra Samsung.
Yeah, I need one more pillow.
It's a cocoon. Soon you'll come out as a beautiful butterfly.
No, come on. No.
Oh, you scared the crap out of it, Clay.
You know better than to trust me.
Dude, this would
You know what? You're right. I will never trust you again.
Hold on. You say that
you will in about 2 minutes
Canadian
from now.
The only country in the world outside of the UK.
Oh, there you go.
Oh no!
Hey, Recto. Hey, Recto. You want to see something interesting?
Where's my butt?
So this is like the rest of
Whoa!
the
You guys are terrifying.
You actually missed the whole night of this with just pure drunken biscuit sister. He was in a world with nothing.
Oh my god, I've not seen the Kratos Shiba yet. It's amazing. Where's the boy Shiba?
Watch
Oh, okay.
tone, boy.
I love
Nice.
this thing.
This is
I
great.
honestly do.
Yeah, so this is what the rest of the shorts are like. The court case video is like the highest production that there's been. This one's more wholesome though. This one's
Kudo.
great.
Where do you live?
I live in Japan.
Where exactly do you live? Where's home?
On my home? Okay, I'll show you. Probably, I live in about here. About here.
That's nice.
Where's the office?
Okay. About here.
What are your feelings on the office?
Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off! I'm trying to destroy my office.
So, Sakulo,
Hi.
do you use Shiba Squad to learn English?
Yeah, I started in learning English, but it's too hard.
No, it's very hard. Yes, but you're doing good.
Yeah. Thank you.
So, how do I say I am cute in?
No. Okay, so since school is being canceled, there should be a VR classroom XD. That would be cool, but it might suck. No, it would absolutely suck because Enterprise VR, they always like go for like realistic representations in VR. So they'd be like you would be have a VR headset on, but you'd be staring at like a realistic rendition of a fucking classroom, learning about the moon instead of having a VR lesson on the moon. I hate Enterprise VR. It's so dumb. Because the people that would design your VR like platform, they don't actually play VR. They were just like a contractor hired to make a platform, and then the only ones that get approved by government budgets, which would be your thing, like which would be the platform, whoever made it, the government only gives them the budget if they just go, oh well, yeah, that's reasonable. Hey, put kids in a classroom, yeah. Because if they show them a plan, it's like, yeah, we're gonna put kids on the moon, they'd be like, what? That's too weird. That seems more like a game than a classroom thing. I hate Enterprise VR. I hate working with educators for VR. They don't get it. It's so fucking annoying. I hate educators and tech and dealing with educators and technology. I hate it. Every time anybody, like any educator or academic was like, we should leverage this for technology, and I'm like, I refuse to work with them. Because I end up hating the thing that I'm making. This part, I'm struggling streaming this part because it requires a lot of concentration. I might work on this segment without streaming, and then I'll work out clean up when I'm streaming. I think this is how it's going because I'm making a lot of mistakes. It's hard to draw in someone else's style. Yeah, it's basically her walk cycle. Going good, yo. Yeah, I shared the court case video with my parents. I was like, "Yo, we made a film." Oh, they haven't responded yet. So funny. Looking at some people can't even handle being trapped indoors. And I was like, man, being trapped indoors, that's fine. What do you don't even know what you're gonna do? I'm just gonna sit here and animate. That's what I do anyway. I've been alone for years. No. Mm-hmm. For imagine, I would just want to see this scenario if like the media never reported on coronavirus and like no one really cares. I would just want to see like what that scenario looked like. Because what's going to happen if everyone quarantines themselves and practices social distancing and no one really gets sick and they're just like, everyone's just going to think, oh, that was no big deal anyways. That was dumb. And in actuality, everyone has done everything right, so to prevent from everybody getting sick. Like the Y2K bug. Like everyone was waiting for world disaster and then nothing happened and they're just like, that was stupid. We were worried for nothing. But in actuality, no, like people worked really, really fucking hard to prevent the Y2K bug, and it was a massive, massive undertaking. And because nothing happened, they was successful. The Germans are here. I think I'm gonna work on more on this tomorrow. I'm gonna other stuff to do. It's been a short stream. I'm gonna work out more on this tomorrow, probably alone. I had to take a shower. Like this is big zit right on my forehead. that's forming. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna see you guys later. And I haven't been streaming that long, but I mean I got other stuff to do. All right, see ya.